and connect with us so we can start getting the workshops looked at. We can start looking at the network events that'll come in the next couple of months. If everything goes well, we'll be connecting soon.
Mute y'all videos.
Huh?
Mute the video. Like, sound on the video is playing back. It's looping in my screen.
Ah.
Okay.
Did you fill this out, Hunter?
Huh?
Did you fill this out? You fill out the form?
That's that Topeka Latino Professional form. It's the one I sent you
Yeah.
guys on the link.
The one you sent last
Yeah.
night? You
Did you?
said, I'll review?
I reviewed it. I didn't.
You didn't fill it out?
No.
Oh man, hey,
Was that supposed
fill it out.
Why'd
Fill
you
out the
fill it out?
form.
It's a...
Because I'm a slacker. That's why.
Don't be a slacker.
So if you didn't fill it out, you're a slacker too.
Yeah. But no, yeah, go ahead
So
and hit
fill
up
it
that
out.
form.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know, truth hurts sometimes. But I'm a slacker. That shit hurt.
It does. It does cut back on how much you can get done. So yeah. Topeka Latino Professionals, la forma para registrarse con nosotros y ser parte de la nueva red de conexiones.
We having
está lista. So.
we having a networking meeting soon, so very limited of people. I don't think we're gonna be able to have that many people. So.
No, it'll be limited.
Yeah.
So get signed up.
Yeah.
And so you could be one of the first.
First
group.
300 people that sign up will get to come.
We're taking, but rule state we can't have no more than 25 people in the room. But we could have under 100 in a Zoom, and it's still free.
That's true. Who wants to do a Zoom, though? Honestly.
Right. Well, I mean, we have to abide by the
we got
regulations,
to.
you know.
That's true.
I
I thought it was 45. Or was it 45 outdoor?
45 outdoor.
Outdoor?
But I mean, even then, you're pushing it. I think.
Gotcha.
We're talking about COVID for those that ain't following. The regulations from the Department of Health. I think we're all like hermits.
Damn, we're down to 5 years.
We're all hermits, and so we all kind of keep to ourselves. So we know we're very cautious about what we do and where we're around. But for the most part, we want to make sure that the advice we give you do as we say, not as we do. ¿Verdad? Mejor que escuchen los consejos en vez de tratar de replicar lo que está viendo uno. Pero
We mean business now? Or what?
yeah, let's talk about business now. We're in business now, so let's talk a little bit about the subjects that you've been wanting to cover. I know we did a couple episodes. We did one on financial stability and fiscal responsibility and understanding credit, and then hablamos acerca de cómo convertirse en un contratista contigo, ¿verdad?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you want to elaborate a little bit more on that, or any thoughts that you've had since then, now, like saying, what do we do now? What's the next step?
Well, I haven't had anybody reach out. I'm a little sad, but it is what it is. But I'm just thinking, I know there's still a lot of people out there that are probably still trying to find a trade or something, or are probably already doing something themselves, and they want to keep advancing and not just stay in one spot. Like you don't want your how do you say it?
You want to advance. You don't want to stagnate.
Yeah, you don't want to just
want to be
keep
stagnant.
going straight. You want to go inclining. Your graph, it'll start like this, and then you want to start going like this. Because if you're just like, I'm okay here where I'm at, it's. I mean, yeah. If you think it's enough, then that's where you're gonna be at. Oh, look, she can barely hear us.
That means you need to speak up a little bit more onto the mic.
Can you hear me now? Yeah, is this mic as loud as yours? I feel like yours is a lot louder.
I think Luis is louder.
No, I'm just a pro. I'm a pro
There
at
you
this.
Oh, it's because mine's kind of far, bro.
Oh, bro.
Know what I'm saying?
That's
Oh, man.
cortito.
Yeah, I'm a little short.
All right. So who can barely hear?
There we go.
Who can barely hear us?
Sarah.
Sarah. She said.
What's up, Sarah? Thank you
guys.
for being part of the show that you were. That you came on that show discussing credit and DACA. We appreciate you for that. Hopefully, we can have you on again. to discuss another subject
somebody
later
else.
on. No?
No, that's Belen, bro.
That was Berlin.
Oh man, my bad.
Man.
Sarah, no.
Jeez.
Sarah, we have a pending appointment about voter registration that we need to discuss.
Yeah.
Good save.
That's another one. I clicked it right together.
Can you hear us now? Oh, I'm loud.
Oh.
There's no way they can't hear me now.
And you gotta excuse me, my mind is a little foggy.
Those
sometimes.
8. No, I'm on live. Oh, so is Ruben. We ain't special. Those 6 special viewers that are watching right now. If you guys have anything you guys want us to talk about,
Or better yet, I'd just like to know if you've already hit that share button. Maybe it wouldn't just be us 6.
She said yes. Oh, snap. She's a top fan.
saludos.
Saludos, saludos.
Saludos a Dan Solano. I don't know who you are, bro, but saludos.
What is it?
Dan.
Oh, Don, the homie Don. Yeah, he's an artist out of Kansas City. Saludos,
Ooh.
amigo.
Hey.
Bien, un buen trabajador. He's a laborer, too. I think he
yeah?
works construction. If I'm not mistaken, correct me on the comments. But, yeah, man, he's a hard worker, and he also has a great talent for art, bro. He does watercolors.
What kind of construction work is he doing?
I don't know. He could put it on the comments. What kind of construction work you do, homie?
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know. We could connect.
Yeah, we could connect. I want to move my trade into Kansas City, so it's always good to meet other people in other cities. Oh, my boy Tone. Haven't seen that guy in a while. Dante. You remember Dante? Dante Todd? Did you meet him? Dulce.
I think
Concreto. There you go.
Concreto.
Cementeros.
Concrete guy. There we
Yeah.
go.
Saludos a todos los cementeros ahí
Yeah,
de
that's
todas
tough.
las áreas aquí
That
de
stuff's
Kansas.
tough. That stuff's tough.
They haven't been working now because of the weather.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty hard to work
oh,
right
my
now.
boy,
Where there's a will, there's a way,
my
though.
boys Cody, they be working.
They're still working?
Oh yeah. Oh, they don't care, rain or shine, they out there.
That's the way to go.
My boy Hano, saludos.
Saludos, saludos.
Yo. All right.
All right, so any subject like we already discussed, we've discussed quite a bit in the first 5 shows that we did, 6.
Yeah.
And there were some shows that were pending that we wish we could have had production push out, but things happen, you know. And those shows, we're hoping we could get some of that material to be released later on. But we did cover some really good subject matter. So tuvimos unos programas que se grabaron por ahí, que ojalá próximamente tengamos la opción de compartir. Pero vamos a seguir en la plataforma en vivo para estar aquí disponibles para nuestra raza, para que si quieren platicar acerca de cualquier tema, ahí nomás dejen un comentario, hagan sus preguntas, su solicitud para cualquier información que estén buscando. Estamos aquí para asistirlos en cualquier manera que podamos, ¿verdad? De eso se trata este programa, de conectarnos unos con otros, ya seamos profesionales o expertos en ciertas materias. No tenemos que ser, por decir, los meros, pero siempre somos los meros trabajadores, ¿verdad? Entonces, cualquier pregunta, comentario que tengan, ahí déjenlo en los comentarios y seguimos adelante. Raza Talk live, first live we're doing. Again, shout out. I can't be grateful enough to the homie Preston hooking it up with the space,
Right.
and you know, helping us out with doing a little bit of the tech work here. We got some new things coming soon, hopefully. We're just improvising. We had a speed bump that we're working over right now, but we wanted to keep it consistent, keep the show going, still be out there for our peoples and relating the information. I feel like I'm the only one talking. Your mics are on. Y'all want to do some talking?
Oh, they were on the whole time? No. One thing that I wanted to point it out, because I've been seeing it a lot on Facebook, is it's actually National Suicide Prevention Week, if I'm correct.
Is it?
It is. It is.
I didn't know that.
Well, yeah, now you know.
Now I know.
Now you know, man. And if you guys have anyone that's out there, you know, that's battling with any sort of mental health or any depression that they're going through, there's a lot of different connections that you can actually get in contact with that will actually help you. You know, you just got to be able to figure that one out. One of those is the Stormont Vale. What Yeah.
West, Stormville West.
Stormville West, I think, and Vallejo too. Actually, Luis actually told me that a couple weeks ago. I didn't know that Vallejo did anything aside from rehab.
Yeah, they do staff some individuals that are help with mental health crises. I think if I'm not mistaken, and again, anything we discuss here, if you have a line of expertise or do you feel you're qualified to help answer these questions, we invite you to come aboard and hook us up with that answer or that resource, right? But for the most part, I believe that Vallejo does work closely with mental health issues, and I think they assist the police department with a lot of that stuff too.
Okay.
So. You know, if you got individuals that you know in your family, friends, heck, even coworkers, because sometimes you got to look out for those people that you work with, right?
That's true.
Make sure that you try to find them assistance. Don't try if you don't feel like you can't help them. Don't just at least find the resource and then kind of point them in the right direction. But still, try to be positive around them if they're dealing with anything. Just be the positive individual and then. Kind of help them find their way if they can, and then hopefully something good comes of that. So that's my part for Mental Health Awareness Month or week.
Yeah,
Just 1 week,
sure.
man. A lot of people deal with this like every day, year round. Why do we only got a week for it?
Right.
It's like
it should definitely be something that's more talked about, in my opinion. I feel like it's very underrated because at the end of the day, it's just really a battle that you're doing against yourself,
So there's a conversation we could have. Why are things like why have things been like framed into certain portions of the year to only be concerned about?
Because it's a very big issue,
but I'm saying like why do we only have like Hispanic Heritage
is-
Month? Man, we're Hispanic like year round.
Yeah.
it's like why
Well,
don't we
some of us,
right? It's like why don't we celebrate it like all the time?
I mean, we get discriminated all the time. We don't, not just in September. I mean, we talk real talk, right?
Wait, is it Hispanic?
I don't know. This year, nobody really worried about no dates on the
worried
calendar
about the
this
brown
year.
people.
Everything's postponed, bro.
It's still, for some people, it's still like February 28th right now.
What was that?
That's before everything with COVID started.
For real?
Yeah, so
Is that
everybody, a
February 28th?
lot of people's mind is still in February. So the only thing is people might be they're hopeful for a holiday that's not going to be the same as any other year they've had before. So there you go. That's my 2 cents and a nickel. Just so there's change.
What's some?
I know you had a couple topics on your mind before we started this show.
I was actually driving and working, and I'm like, all right, what are we talking about tonight? But then I'm like, just a bunch of other work stuff just kept me
Like
busy.
what kind of work stuff? Like, I mean, you don't have to get into detail, but like
Oh,
overall,
I
what's
can get into
overall?
detail.
Nah, but then they'll start
Yeah.
copying you. Then they'll start posting it on their page, bro. And then
Oh, they
you know how
already do
works.
that. They already do that.
They
It's too late
start
for that.
branding. They start branding your
Start branding.
products, and that's
Nah,
cool.
man,
And
it's
that's called capitalism, like this,
Yeah.
right?
No, but I don't know, man. I mean, I'm pretty slammed at work. I know my guy over here, Ruben. He had a terrible. I don't say terrible, but very eventful weekend.
It was for sure, man.
But
I know
How
most
about you?
people had a holiday. Homeboy, it was just another day, right?
Right? Yeah. I didn't want to even take a break off, but family's like, nah, you gotta go.
You gotta go.
I'm like, for what? I was like, I got stuff to do. But alright, whatever. What about you, Luis?
Oh man, I can't say the word holiday too much. I mean, it's just a calendar, but it's framed already. Like we keep, my phone keeps ringing. There's individuals that are always looking for an answer or some
He's
kind
like,
of
but
advice.
I keep declining.
Nah, only if I'm stuffing my face, I might decline. Like if I got food in my mouth, I'm not answering the phone.
Nope.
But for the most part, man, people call me for the most reasonable requests. Not I have yet to get a call for something that I feel that's
Unreasonable.
like unreasonable or too much to ask for. Right? They're all needing assistance somehow, whether it's just finding someone to point them the way on a resource or needing immediate assistance of some sort. And for I've been blessed that I'm fortunate enough to have access to some of their answers or something that might give them ease a little bit for whatever the situation is. So I'm happy for that, and that's why for the past over 5-6 years that I've been really into the community organizing and community and social service assistance role. Like I've never felt like I had to work. It's more or less just like it's work being a human being. Period. If you have a trade, then it occupies your time, but that's all it does. You're actually doing something you love, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't think you're working because you're thinking night and day about projects.
Oh yeah.
But their goals, they're like, oh, I want to complete this. I want to learn how to do this, that, the other, right?
That's how it is every day.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, I don't find work as like work. I find it as a goal that I'm working towards. I just said work, so I guess it is work. But I'm just like working towards something, and I mean, I enjoy what I do, so it doesn't feel like work. I enjoy working with my all the employees. They're fun to be around with. We joke around a lot. Because it doesn't do us any good to come to work with a bad attitude. Then you're just gonna hate being there, and you're not gonna want to work. And you're just like, I'm just here to make $1. That's it. But I find, and I don't know, I might be wrong, but I mean, I see sometimes, we do have hard days where, we're working really hard. And then there's days that, these guys are, just getting along really well, cracking jokes here and there. Because at the end of the day, you got to enjoy where you work at because, let's be honest, we're there about 50% of the week.
So
is at work.
So on that note, I'll give a positive mental health advice to individuals that feel they're stuck in their roles or their jobs. Let's just say that you applied for the position that you're at now, right?
Right.
So it's more of an attitude of how you see your day-to-day, regardless of what your role is. Because let me tell you, right now, if it wasn't for the fact that I actually have to provide for other individuals other than myself, I got a family. If it wasn't for that, I'd be perfectly fine. And right now, as it stands, like my frame, my state of mind and what I know now, I would not think that I would have a hard time doing the job I did when I was in high school. You know what I mean? Like if I wouldn't say I'd be stuck in the kitchen. I would say I'd be working in a kitchen, right?
Ouch.
That's reality. Apologies if that hits your phone mic. Yeah.
Expect the unexpected here. Okay.
So definitely, I could right now. Like, there's days that I'm like, man, I miss enjoying the end of that week. That then I thought it sucked, but then I also remember that feeling of finishing that week, and when I was off, and like how much better I felt accomplishing what I did that week, regardless of how. How messed up the situation with is. Like, my heart goes out to all the individuals in the service industry, all the people working in kitchens and restaurants. I mean, we know that it could be fun when you have the right team around you.
Sure.
You just go in there and you handle yours, right?
Anything can be fun. I mean, I spent like 2 years, I want to say, 2 years working with Quick Staff. And, I mean, I wasn't making a fortune, but I needed a job. And so I showed up every day. I showed up with a good attitude, and I mean, I didn't like what I was doing, but most of the time I either, went with somebody, I tried, talking to whoever I was working with, because I was sometimes I would work with the same people over and over, but there was times where, I would hop from job to job, and, you're meeting different people and you get along with them, so your day just goes by fast.
Yeah.
Like, you get the job done. And you just forget that you're working, and I think that's how it's always been with me. Almost every job that I had, I think I've always gone along with my coworkers, and I mean, a lot of them seem to always like me, and that just helps my day go by a lot quicker.
I feel like it's a lot about perception too. you feel like where you're at, you're not happy with it, you're not satisfied with the work that you're doing on a day-to-day basis. You know, your perception of it's gonna completely, pretty much overshadow the positive things that you can look forward to in the job.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's true.
You see it all the time. You know, it's people see it as they're stuck there, but in reality, you know, it's just a stepping stone to where you actually want to go.
It's just a bad attitude.
Just
everyone.
keep busy, man. Like establish a routine.
Uh-huh.
It's a rhythm. It's about rhythm, really.
Mm-hmm.
If you already know what your role is there, the only thing that changes is other people's. I think other people's attitudes that day is the only thing that gets introduced to your world. Like other than that, you know what you need to get there and start doing and how everything operates. But then it's what your response is to someone introducing something different, right? Like something negative.
Yeah.
You know what you need to do, but then if you decide to combat that negativity that's coming your way, whether it's a coworker, your boss even, or a customer or client or whatever, your response to that is how messed up the rest of your day is going to be.
Yeah.
If you decide to kind of go into that little dance of, well, I'll be negative too.
Yeah.
No, and that's true. Like
It's
So-
a chain reaction, man.
yeah, it is, and it's like so. Just yesterday, like I told you, I don't think I've told you yet, but my trailer it rammed into the back of my tailgate. So right now my truck has like some dents in the back, but it's a Ram, you know. It took the hits like
It got
It
rammed.
took- it
The
took-
ram got
the
rammed.
Ram got rammed. Holy shit.
The
Well, the Ram got rammed. But, you know, that happened, and I was upset, but I was just kind of like, man, you know, this just happened. It's going to take some cash to fix this. And, you know, I just started thinking about how much I was going to spend and this and this and that. Well, I'm like, all right, well, I got to go back and meet these guys back to the job site. And, you know, I could either choose to, A, be in a bad mood, put everybody else in a bad mood, or just forget about it and move on. So I tried my best to forget about it, although I was still in a little bad mood. But I try hard. There's just some days that are tougher than others, and I mean I kind of have to go through everything, like from the mowing crew to the landscaping crew to what's going on in the office. So I have a lot of things that come my way, and I always do my best to stay positive, because if I, you know, start acting very negative and, you know, just start giving my employees an attitude, then, you know, they're going to be upset. They're not going to want to be there. And like you said, it's a chain reaction.
It is.
It's a chain reaction. One guy is upset or your crew leader's upset, then everybody else is going to be upset and everybody's going to have a bad day. And they're like, I don't want to be here no more because, you know, because that guy's mad. And why is he mad? You know, there's no reason for him to be mad. He's yelling for no reason. So it's a chain reaction. And I had one. Sorry, I'm keep talking, but
Go ahead,
today,
go ahead.
today I want to go.
Ain't
pick
no
up
questions
some,
yet in the comments, so go ahead.
Right. So today I went to go and pick up some material in Lawrence, and the gentleman that was in the forklift, you know, I was there to pick up some fire pit kits, and while I was waiting, he picks up. I ordered 2 fire pits, and there was 3 there, and while he picked them up, he put 2 on there, and I was like, thanks, man, because I just needed 2. And he's like, wait, he's like, there's 3. I'm like, well, I was like, I only need 2. I was like, we only ordered 2. Like, nah, the office person that called in ordered 3. I'm like, no. I was like, well, we only need 2. I was like, I don't want to take a third one. I don't need it. He's like, well, you ordered 3, so you got to take 3. I'm like, I don't need it. When he started giving me an attitude, and you could just tell the guy was just having a bad day, and he was just letting it off on me. And, you know, I wanted to, you know, be a little rude, passive aggressive, and be like, you know, well, if you don't like your job, you know, go find another job. Because, you know, there's no reason for me to receive your attitude because, I don't know, maybe you guys ordered 1 too many. But, you know, I come across that a lot, is where I call a lot of places for pricing and stuff, and they just give me bad attitudes. And I'm like, well, you know, if you don't like your job, you got to find something new to do. Because, you know, there's no reason for your clients to be receiving that attitude all the time.
It's like, it's time for you to stop putting the creamer in your coffee, man.
Right.
Just drink straight coffee, homie. Like, why would you do that? And Nah, man, I get you. I feel you. That's what it is, man. Sometimes it's just your response. A lot of times it's not even you having a bad day. It's how you respond to individuals, and it becomes a thing.
So you can't control what happens to you, but you can react.
Control
you
how
can't
you
control
react.
how you react to those things that happen.
So definitely, I saw somebody post something about the Chiefs. I know a lot of y'all can probably hop
That's
off
my boy
and go
Colby.
watch that, but
Colby?
you know, it's
Yeah,
it's
we
only
give
it's
him that
only
name.
week one. I'm not too concerned with whatever happens. I mean,
Nah.
nah, not at all. I mean,
Hey.
I wouldn't say I'm a big Chiefs fan, but you know, there's a good game. There's a good game.
Whoever is watching, comment what you think the score is gonna be, and if you're close, I'll give you $1.
$1.
But if you're really, really close, I'll give you $2.
Actually, yeah. We'll put you on the list. There's some Raza Talk merches coming.
We'll have the comments. They'll be in there though.
So
That'd
yeah,
be the-
so put up the score that you think.
Put up the score
Yeah.
that you think's gonna for those true Chiefs fans.
Put up your
I got-
football team too, so we can make fun of you.
I'm feeling generous today, real generous. And if you get it right on,
$3.
5.
Whoa!
I'm getting crazy.
$5.
Getting crazy.
I don't know. Hold on. Let's see.
Hold up.
This
You
is
gotta put that up.
7, 9, 7.
But
Make it 572 because that's actually a good meal somewhere. That's tax included,
taxes included.
and then you get your side and your drink.
yo, talking about sides and drinks, y'all hear the? You know Travis Scott?
Don't start that.
I heard
No.
something about McDonald's. What happened?
Do not start
You didn't
that.
hear about
No,
that?
do
I
not
have to
start. Let's not
tell
talk
me,
about that.
tell
This
me.
is
Yo,
the wrong
I know,
podcast
I
for
know,
that.
I
We don't
know,
need to
but
discuss that.
He's talked about food and a side drink. First thing that came to my mind was Travis Scott and McDonald's. I heard it's nasty. So
I heard it was overhyped.
I heard it was overhyped.
Man, it's
Oh, I
It
do
is
want to
what
try
it
it
is.
though. You know, it's just
all
for
I
the-
know
for
is
the
that they
experience.
sold out of them Chiefs flags that they were selling off.
Oh, I got a cheese flag.
Oh,
I'm a bandwagon.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm a
you're a fair
bandwagon.
weather fan, or is that what you are?
You know, so I call myself a bandwagon before somebody else calls me a bandwagon. So,
but
you
you're
guys can't call
be
me.
like, I'm a
bandwagon.
bandwagon on 24s,
Oh yeah.
26s.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's
Oh, actually, it's
literally all
pretty
it is. You think so?
Well,
Man,
I don't like
instead of
mustard onion, man.
instead of that chain wasting their time making that, they could have just had the McRib year round. Honestly,
trash.
Hey,
What is it?
at least
Hey,
they brought back.
I'm not saying
the
it's the
Travis
greatest.
Scott.
I'm not saying it's the greatest tasting thing,
my
but it would be better than whatever that is.
Man, it looks like nobody wants $5. Agüita.
No estamos hablando de nada hoy, pues no nos están dando material con qué seguir.
Well, I mean, we did
Es
talk
lo que
about a
pasa.
little bit about.
Yeah, es lo que pasa. Estos son los programas en vivo. Mayoría de lo que discutimos, hablamos o conversamos es acerca de lo que nos están comentando o preguntas. Si no tienen, pues pues la pasamos acá elaborando otras cosas, ¿verdad?
Like Travis Scott.
Yeah,
Like Travis Scott.
¿Y ese quién es? ¿El Travis Scott?
Hey, you don't know?
No.
You know.
Travis
¿Vende
Scott?
tamales?
Oh yes.
No,
Yeah,
but he
make
sells
a-
burgers.
A tamal.
He tried to sell burgers because
Yeah.
actually they ain't selling.
El tamal Scott. That's what they need to come out with a.
Tamale Scott.
Tamale Scott. So yeah, Raza Talk, episode live at La Casa Blanca.
Well, I guess nobody wants us to talk about anything.
That's
special,
cool. We
but-
could cut it short, and
No
we
pasa
appreciate
nada.
those individuals that
Hey, we
were
got
connected.
We got one.
one. Yeah.
Oh, what's
60 to 50.
Oh my gosh, you owe me $5. I don't think that's gonna happen.
60 to 50. What does he know? It's football, right?
That's a high scoring game.
It ain't basketball, yo.
I mean, that's kind of like they both quit, and they're just running back and forth.
Right. It's like, yo, all right, you go.
I don't know nothing about this fancy foosball.
That's like a play, like every run, every run that'd be a touchdown.
It's just
Almost.
basically the running backs
What do you
and
think? Almost like every other play, they got a touchdown, probably.
I don't know.
running backs
They
and
did play for
receivers
quite
and
a while.
quarterbacks. No linemen, nothing. Just back and forth, like that. Was it a 5-on-5? Yeah, 5-on-5.
5-on-5.
Well, okay. Before we how do you say
We
it?
wrap up.
We wrap it up. There hasn't been any like news articles that you guys seen that caught your eye. Maybe you wanna elaborate on.
So the only thing I ever elaborated on is civic engagement. So, la gente que no está registrada para votar, que vote, que se registre.
Yeah.
If you ain't registered, register. Update your address if you've moved in the past year. Make sure you're ready to vote. Go to loudlight.org to check, sign up, and subscribe to that page. And then go to ksvotes.com to check your registration and register. I know you ain't got him playing right now. Nobody wants to hear him talk.
He's talking about how he's gonna save us.
From himself?
I don't know. He said he's gonna save us from the scandals, COVID, and the wildfires.
What?
Yeah.
Man, he must have that. He must have that that fire, that supersized fire extinguisher.
How do you guys feel about these fires? Did you guys know one of them? I don't know which one it was.
You were near one, I think. I don't know if
I
you
was,
know that.
yeah, up north. But
The baby shower?
yeah,
I heard
That was
about
the gender reveal.
Gender reveal.
That's
I heard about that.
that is something.
I wonder if they're gonna get some sort of fine.
Man, that kid. Let's just say that kid is gonna grow into debt. Like he's in debt before he's even born.
I was talking to a client of mine. I'm like, man, like they should name that baby like Fire or something or.
Name him Naruto.
I guess that. I mean, that would work too.
Man, so because of that, I actually saw a bunch of memes on Facebook talking about how the Fire Nation was coming back. Man,
that's crazy though, because we have fires going on all over the country right now. And,
So
to be honest, it doesn't seem like the government is doing anything to help them.
It's not really their thing to do. I mean,
no, they got the local fire.
Yeah, it's the fire brigades and the local.
That's
locals
crazy
that
though,
have to
but
take
You
care
know
of
how
it.
rich you gotta be to have a helicopter?
Huh?
A firefighting helicopter?
Who?
Man, you
Fire
think
department.
They
they'd
have
be
one?
using firefighting drones
don't
by
even
now,
use it.
right?
Yeah, being 2020, I don't see why it wasn't done earlier.
Man, I don't know.
Send the Coast Guard out there,
Amazon
man.
has that.
Send the Coast Guard out there.
They have drones that deliver to your house now, from what I heard. I don't know how true that is, but
They deliver and then they get capped. Now
hey,
I got a
we-
drone and my package.
We gotta send the Coast Guard out there.
Now,
Cause they ain't doing nothing.
my perspective is
At
this.
least make them work for their money, Jesus.
Definitely. My perspective is this. A lot of this stuff has always gone on. It's just that now we're so connected that things get shared like that.
we
I
have
have
no
noticed
other
that
choice.
too.
Yeah.
And so what? I guess because you pointed that out, and one thing that I always thought, I never thought about that way until like maybe like a year or 2 years ago, but like all of this stuff is always happening around the world, but it's never something so big because back then we didn't have social media like we do now. So when something goes bad, it gets around the world like fast, like crazier than COVID. It spreads crazier than COVID. But like one thing that I thought when I remember when I was like in high school and stuff, and at least coming out of high school, I'm like, all these people that are dying, people that you went to school with, they for whatever reason, unfortunate things happen to them, and you're just like, why are these people dying? Or like gun violence, like why we need to stop putting the guns down. But in reality, it's something that's been just going on forever. But that the only reason why we realize that it's a bad thing is because of social media, and we're a lot more grown, so we understand things a little better. And we realize that these things are happening, but it's just things that've been happening forever.
And then the younger generation just don't care. So
No,
right?
They're like,
they really don't.
They're like, man, we ain't even trying to do all that. We ain't trying to leave the house.
Right?
All trying to be TikTok famous.
Yeah.
It's sad, man. And you're right about how news spreads a lot faster because I'm sure that everyone out there, has at least one form of social media platform, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. So if you don't hear it on one app, you're definitely gonna hear it on the other for sure. So.
And the biggest one, is Facebook. Twitter. Twitter. Those are the ones that you're always gonna find something that's going on.
MySpace.
Remember? Oh man, I'm about to make a MySpace tonight.
I don't know.
Hey, add me.
No, Tom's gonna add you first, man. Tom has to be your first friend.
Is that who? That the guy?
That's the guy.
That's the guy.
The guy, he got his money. He's out.
I remember when I made my Facebook, I was like 12 years old. I was like, Mark. Like, who is Mark? And Mark Zuckerberg. I was like, what kind of last name is that? And then I grew up and I realized that it's one of the richest men in the world. I was like, that was my friend on Facebook.
Is he really rich? Nah, yeah, he rich.
Oh, he rich. He rich.
I got problems with the government rich.
He is. That's how rich I'm trying to get.
Or you're caught in a money
Money
scandal.
scam, money fraud, all
Money
that kind of
fraud.
stuff. Jesus.
Look,
Tax-
I'm in
tax
I'm in
scam.
trouble for
Life goals.
owing money, moving money, but I'll just like solve the problem with money.
Right? I'll just pay y'all like 10% of what I actually owed, and I'm good.
Like, we
And
settle out of court.
I'll
right
slide
now.
that guy some cash and that guy some cash too.
I like how people have different priorities.
Right? Oh man. Priorities.
Man.
Yeah, well, anything else, guys? I mean, I'm not big right now. Like, my mind hasn't been on too much of like
Mine
the
either.
news. Really, it's been the show. It's been Topeka Latino Professionals.
Yeah.
Sure.
Getting that off going, getting this voter project that I got going with like moving that along.
You guys got anything going on?
Right now
soon?
we're hiring on some community organizers who want to help with the voter registration.
Ooh.
So the links are on
Where's
the
the app at?
page. The app, I just sent that page out. It's on Raza Talk, Somos Kansas, and my
Dude,
personal
what?
page.
You need a job?
And also we're hiring
Part-time?
fellows on campuses across the state. So if you know any college students that are on any college here in the state that needs a little motivation to help with voter registration, that link and those apps are on our page. So go ahead and hit it up. You know, it's as simple as talking to the people around you and getting them involved. Doesn't have to get more complicated than that. And also we're hiring.
True. Turn it down, man.
My bad.
Bro, all phones must be shut off. This is the theaters.
It is.
Theater rules.
No, man, I really just want to thank everyone that actually tuned in. Thanks
Oh,
for
yeah.
being patient.
Right.
You know, it's our first time actually doing a live podcast, so we really weren't sure how this was going to go. But like they said at the beginning, we never give up, so it was going to work.
And you
one
never
way or
know
another.
until you try it.
Exactly.
That's
So-
right. I promise next time I put an agenda together and we might have something to feed off. And
Yeah.
other than that, crowd participation. So anybody watching,
For sure.
matter of fact, send us your comments ahead of time. Inbox it to us. If you know you ain't gonna be watching because you got a Chiefs game to watch or something,
Yeah.
go ahead and inbox
Ooh.
us that material, and we'll go ahead and have the discussion, and then you can catch the
For
replay
sure.
later. No problem there. I mean, easy
Okay.
does it.
Yep. And if you haven't already filled out the form to join
Yeah.
Topeka Latino Professional, definitely do that because we're planning on, like Alejandro mentioned, is having a networking event coming up sometime soon, and we'd definitely like to meet every single one of you guys that's interested in coming out. You know, just come out and try it at least once is all I can say. You
Yeah,
never
get-
know unless you try it. You know,
Yeah,
you'll be surprised what kind of crowd you involve
Exactly.
yourself around. And this is actually how we met. Luis is at a networking event.
Oh yeah.
So you make connections for sure, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there that don't know each other, but at least see them from a distance. You know,
Yeah.
you see what they do, but you don't know, their purpose of why they do what they do.
So yeah, so if you feel that you have some kind of idea of what you want to do, if you have this energy that you don't know where to place,
Uh-huh.
Right.
and
Yeah.
the places you have tried to share this ideas get drowned out with
No,
negativity,
they-
anything like
that's
that,
that's a red flag.
that's
for
a
me.
red flag
Yeah.
for you to
Like-
look for more circles and more networks like the
That-
one we're trying to build.
Definitely.
And from there, I mean, you decide if you join, if you connect, and if you grow, because that's like the only options you have with us. You join us, you connect with us, we network, and we grow.
And we grow.
That's it.
And whatever way you wish to grow, we gonna make it happen.
Get your support system
So,
out.
yep. I know if I came to Ruben and he said, "Nah, bro, don't do that." All right, bro, get out, leave. I don't want to see you again.
We're
Just like
not,
that.
We're
Just
not.
like
We're not here to tear each other down. You know, we're here to build each other.
Yeah,
There's
at least
en-
give feedback.
Exactly, man. There's enough money out there in the world to go around for everybody.
'Cause
You
there-
know,
hey,
it doesn't
let's
matter what kind of
Be honest,
business
there
you're
is
in.
bad
There's a
ideas
lot.
out there.
There is.
There's bad
There
ideas.
are
out
some.
And
there.
a good friend will tell you about a bad
About-
idea, but he won't
Exactly.
tell you not to do it.
Not to do
He'll
it.
just say it's a bad idea.
Yeah,
And he'll tell you why it's a bad idea.
And he warned you, so
Yeah.
at least take it into consideration. Acknowledge what he has to say. You ain't always gotta, listen to your people, but at least take into consideration what they have to say.
Especially if you're gonna ask them for advice,
Ooh.
the least that you can do is
Still
actually
on?
listen to that. What's going on?
Nah, sorry, I thought my mic was off.
Oh, no,
I'm just not speaking.
you
loud
just weren't
enough.
talking.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
So we were talking about substance abuse and how you can it affects the memory and
Yeah.
forget what you're talking
Don't
about.
drink a lot of beer tonight.
Yeah, just
If you
because
do, make sure you drink a
just
lot of
because
water.
you see a beer commercial every 10 seconds during the game doesn't mean you technically have to drink a beer every
Yeah.
10 seconds watching
Oh,
the
yeah.
game.
And Bud Light is not water.
Bud Light.
And
is
water
not
is
beer.
water is a lot less
Bud
expensive
Light-
than Bud Light,
Bud
so
Light is not beer.
Yeah, if you want
it's a lot better
water,
for you too.
If you want water, don't get Bud Light. Get Pure Life. Pure Life, Aquafina, Fiji if you bougie.
Get some mineral water here and there.
Yeah.
Smart water.
Smart water.
Increases
Smart water.
IQ.
I mean, I don't know. If you're paying for water, is it really smart? It's free. I mean,
That's actually one of
Yo,
the,
You're
right?
right.
Exactly.
I told Ruben, but when I was in Colorado, we were hiking and we came across a little creek, and we grabbed water from there. Whew,
hold on.
man,
I have to ask though. Were you guys like downstream?
upstream
Okay. All right. Just wondering.
maybe.
I mean,
Is that bad?
What?
Am I gonna die?
nah,
Shit,
nah,
I got
you ain't
COVID.
gonna
Do
die.
I?
If you,
Oh, God.
nah, I'll just mess it with you. No, yeah, that's good water right there. A nice.
It
not
was.
water.
It was. I mean, I feel fine to this day.
Hey, that's the water they used to brew Coors Light. So.
What? I tell you, I'd rather have that than Bud Light.
Bud Light.
Yeah. Don't drink Bud Light, guys.
All right, I think we're getting. We're
But
putting.
yeah,
We're plugging.
we're not even talking about good stuff no more. All right, guys.
All right, so let's call it, bro. Thanks everybody that joined us tonight. Luis Estrada
And big shout out to Preston again for
CASA
letting us-
Blanca 785.
let us do it live here.
hooking it up with the spot. Came
For sure.
through with the clutch. So you're gonna, give people your name that just tuned in.
Yeah,
Oh,
my Alejandro